Hello, in this video let us see the various drill through options in Power BI, like from the drill through or jump from parent to child report or sub report. So I have come up with three approaches based on my experience or learnings. The first one is built-in drill through functionality, wherein you can just right click and jump to the sub report. And the second approach is adding an additional column and adding a web URL icon. Clicking on that will take us to the report. And the third approach is adding a hyperlink to the existing column rather than adding an additional column. This is more or less same. Only thing is we add a hyperlink to the existing column. Clicking on that will take us to sub report. So these are the three approaches. So I will quickly show a glimpse of it. So as you can see here, so the default built-in drill through option is you will just right click on it, drill through. So this has taken us to the sub report by filtering on product ID 1. This is the first approach. The second approach is like I said, by adding an additional column with the web URL icon. So now if I click on this one, it will take me to the sub report by filtering on product ID 2. So this is the second approach. Okay. And the third approach is like rather than adding an additional column, we have an like a hyperlink like option wherein if we click on this, it will take us to the sub report. So these are the three approaches. Okay. Now let us see the our sample data set and Power BI files to show a demo of these three approaches. So I have created 4 PBIX file or Power BI desktop file. One is prod master, one is sales order, prod master URL, and prod master hyperlink. Okay, in this Power BI file, I have two. So here within the within this PBIX file, I've created two report pages, product and sales, so that we can achieve this built-in drill through functionality. And second one is I have created for second and third approach. What we have to do is before building this the parent report for these approaches, we have to publish the child report to the Power BI service. So in this case, sales order is the child report. So we will publish this first. And in this PBIX file, we have only one report page, sales, which will be similar to this. Okay, only thing is I have created a separate PBIX file just for the purpose of demo, having only the child report. Okay, and the third one is for this again I have separated out the parent report alone, and then we need to publish first so that we can form the using the URL, published URL, we need to dynamically add the filters. Same for this. So let us quickly see the Power BI files. Okay, before getting into the demo, firstly I will show how the Power BI files, data set and report looks like. Okay, so first one, like I said, we will have product and sales report page, and we have prod details and order details data set. This is how the column looks like, and this is what the data looks like. Okay, for prod details, I've just to come up with a simple example, we have two prod IDs, and then for each of those prod IDs, we have the sales details. So for the first approach, how we can achieve the built-in drill through functionality. Okay, as we saw, if we right click on this, it will take us to the sub report. So to achieve this, what we need to do is there is only we have to do only one step here. Okay, so after building all the reports and having the data set and everything, so for this demo, sorry, before getting into that first approach, for this demo, how I have formed this data set is just by uh, clicking. I have entered the data as there is only 4 rows and 2 rows in this. I have manually entered by giving the table name and column names. So for the first approach, built-in drill-through functionality, how we need to achieve this is we have to go to the sub report first, okay? And then you will see the add drill-through fields here. So for here, what I have done is sub report is using the order details dataset. Product parent report is using the prod details. So here I'm just going to add the prod ID here. So as soon as I add, so before I will delete this again and I will show you here. Now the drill through option is not there. Now if I go back to the child report, here, here, right click, drill through, okay. And here as soon as I add this, right, you will get a back button added here by default. And then what we can do is, if at all we want to go back to the parent report from the child report, we can add to that button, we can add the page navigation, as these two are in the same report. We can do a page navigation and the destination will be product. So now just click on control and then click on my mouse, it will take me to the parent report. So this is the first option. Now the second option, as I mentioned, I have created a, so before developing this, right, for this approach, we have to create a sub report first, which is nothing but the one we saw, right, previously. I have separated out the child portion. I have published this. Okay. The URL is, the child report URL is this. So I will show you from here. So this is my child report URL as I have published to my workspace. Okay. Now going back to the second approach, what I have done is I have created another column. Okay. So what you need to do is, so you can click here and then add a new column. So and then I have named this as order details. I have copy pasted the URL which I just showed, right? So this URL I have pasted it here. Okay. And then filter. So we have this URL now. So what we have to do is, when we click on a particular product ID, it has to filter on that and show the child report, right? To achieve that, we need to form URL dynamically. So in Power BI, we can edit the, we can add the filters, okay, to the URL. So how we can do that is, we have to add a question mark filter, and this is nothing but my the data set table name, and this is my column name. So we have to be careful here, like the it is case sensitive. Okay. And then equal to, here I have just given 1, but if you can see in the report how I have given that dynamically. So what I have given is, so the same question mark, order details, product ID equal. So rather than giving 1, I'm giving the this the ID from this. So that way it is forming the URL dynamically. So now if I go back to the report, see we so first we need to frame this URL, and then what we need to do is click on this column and make it as web URL, type as web URL, and then again go here, still you wouldn't see it like this. So what you need to do is we need to go to the formatting section, click on this table, go to the formatting section, and then there will be a URL icon. So you just need to see, if I just switch it off, it shows that URL as a text. So as soon as I enable this web URL icon, so it shows like this. So this way, and once you publish this, so it will look like this. So like I showed previously, the web URL will look like this. Okay, so with this option, it opens up a new page, new tab. Okay, and the third option is it's using an hyperlink. Here also I have separated the parent report page, and then publish the child report separately, so that we will have the URL for the child report. Now what I have done here is, same way I have added a column in my dataset area, okay, not on the report but on the dataset area, and this is pretty much the same what we have done previously, like dynamically forming this URL. It is same logic. Okay, so then what we have to do here is, unlike the previous approach, we have to keep the data category as uncategorized, rather than setting it as web URL. We have to keep it as uncategorized. And then what we need to do is, here on click on the table, then go to the formatting section, go to the cell elements. Here select the column on which you have to set the hyperlink. So in my case, I'm going to have an hyperlink on prod ID, and then there is a web URL expression conditional formatting option. What we have to do here is select field values only. We have to get from the order details, the dynamic, the column with the dynamic URL. Okay, so select that column and keep that as first. So then and this URL icon should be turned off. So now if you do this, you will get it like a hyperlink itself. So I hope I have made it clear in this video on these three approaches to achieve the drill through functionality. Okay, the key part here is forming the URL dynamically. So I will paste in the comment section the reference to the Microsoft documentation, wherein you can see the various ways uh, to play with your URLs and form it dynamically. Like whatever filters you want, you can add it. Okay, like here, if it is an string column, you have to place it like this. So when you form your URL, you will have to form it like this. So I will paste a link to that reference to that documentation. Otherwise, these are the three options. I hope you find this video useful. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to my channel. Hit the like button if this video is useful to you. Thank you.